Hi, I'm Shannon.
Shannon, I'm Kevin. It's nice to
Hello.
meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So the scenario is you happen to see a concerning text message your teenager sent to a friend where your child mentions having thoughts of suicide. So how would you respond?
As a parent, that's one of the toughest situations that you can encounter. The first thing that comes to mind is that I would have to talk to my son and figure out how to engage and ask questions for him to feel comfortable to open up. But what's important is that I address it directly and not indirectly.
So why do you think it would be tough to have a conversation like that in general, with your son especially?
First of all, as a parent, you never want your child to be going through something that you don't really know about or understand. And a lot of times they might hide things from you. So why it's hard to do that is having them open up with a subject that is tough to talk about, suicide.
What kind of questions can you start and open up dialogue with if you needed to talk to your son or any child about something as tough as suicide?
Well, first of all, you have to come to them with a very loving, open heart, non-judgmental heart, and really ask some questions about what they're going through, what they're experiencing, and what might not seem big to you as a parent or an adult can be a large life-changing event for that child. As a mom, you often want to fix things, but the most important thing is to stop and listen.
How do you get to that level to be able to have that conversation?
You have to slow down and pull them aside, spend that time face-to-face, one-on-one, sitting down, not in passing, not letting the teenager go to the room, but bringing them out of their bedroom to have that conversation. And ask the hard question. If you came across that text, ask that hard question. Are you contemplating suicide? And as a parent, that would be one of the hardest moments, but maybe and possibly one of the most important moments.
So it's probably fair to say, if it is just in general a text message or you see a text message about suicide, we as parents, we should probably expect that they're going to be mad up front that we saw their
Absolutely.
text message.
Absolutely, they're gonna think that we got into their privacy, invaded in that, but that's what we're there for. We're not there to be their best friend. We can be their guide, their helper along the way in life.
If you approached your son, let him know you saw this text message through a scenario, what would you do if he was continue to close up and he didn't want to share further with you? What do we need to do?
I think what's really important is to utilize the resources we have, whether it is at the school, whether it's through a counselor or through your family doctor or physician. And if it's not you that can open them up, maybe it's somebody else that can kind of unlock that problem and help them through that moment in time and give them the coping mechanisms that they can to impact their mental state and get them through.